Welcome back, my fine people. This is the Witch Doctor class in Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Season 20 is underway. And this is the Arakia Firebats build that I'm going to go through. I'm going to show y'all what's going on at the moment in the season. I have decided to go Witch Doctor, obviously. And when you complete your seasonal journey, when you get up to like chapter 4, you will have the full 6-piece Arakia set, which brings us back to the old Firebats build for the Witch Doctor class. And this is new and improved and super fun. I'm gonna show y'all what I've come up with so far. I will be making some changes, but right now I'm very happy with the damage output. It is still quite squishy. However, we are leveling up Paragons at the moment. We're still pretty low on 452. So, but having said that, once I show you what I'm doing with this build and what I'm using, I'm actually able to do Greater Rift 70 plus at the moment. And you level up like 6 or 7 Paragon levels each time you do a Greater Rift. So I'll show you I'll show y'all what I'm talking about in a second. Right now, let's go through the gear really quickly. I'm going to just really go through this as quick as possible. So we're using 5 pieces of Arakias. We're using the headpiece, the chest, the pants, the legs, and the gloves. Reason being is I've got the Mantle of Channeling in the shoulder slot here, but I've got the Ring of Royal Grandeur equipped, so we can have one less set item, and we still benefit from the six-piece set bonuses there. As you can see, they're all active, they're all working, we're fully benefiting from everything. So the amulet right now, I really ideally would like the Traveler's Pledge and the Compass Rose here, and then I'll probably whack in Mantle of Channeling into Canai's Cube. So right now it's still a work in progress. Most of my gear is really good right now. Amulet, no good at the moment. I still haven't had a Compass Rose drop, so I will be making some changes there with the amulet. I would definitely suggest going Traveler's Pledge, Compass Rose, or you can probably go Unity and another amulet. Totally up to you, fine people. Lakumba's Ornament, definitely a must for survivability. The Bakuli Jungle Wraps, these are awesome for damage and increasing Firebats damage when enemies are affected by Locust Swarm or Piranhas, and we're using both Locust Swarm and Piranhas with this particular setup. Ring of Emptiness, again, buffing the hell out of our Locust Swarm damage. Like I mentioned, Ring of Royal Grandeur, so we can get that full 6-piece bonus. Sacred Harvester, again, it's typical. Every Witch Doctor build that I can think of right now requires the Sacred Harvester, going with Soul Harvest here, so we can get Soul Harvest stacks up to 10 for survivability. Without this combination, Witch Doctors are so super squishy, so once again, we're relying on Sacred Harvester and getting 10 stacks of Soul Harvest. Right now, I'm using Henry's Perquisition. This is awesome and adds survivability, because when every enemy that hits us for the first time, it reduces the damage that it actually does to us by 78%, and it charms the enemy for 3 seconds. So it's definitely great for survivability, especially now early on where I'm trying to level up Paragon points. It's definitely great for doing as high Greater Rifts as possible. So let's go into skills really quickly. Firebats with Cloud of Bats. This is what allows you to make that Cloud of Bats. Awesome stuff. Piranhas with Paranado. Locust Swarm, Cloud of Insects. Hex with Jinx, and I'll talk about Locust Swarm and why we're using Cloud of Insects instead of Pestilence in a second. Hex, Jinx, Spirit Walk with Jaunt, Soul Harvest, Languish. The passives, Grave Injustice, Creeping Death, Confidence Ritual, and Swampland Attunement. So let's go into Canai's Cube really quickly before we go into some gameplay action. So Wormwood, I love this staff. This two-handed staff, I love using it because it gives us, see this aura? It just pulses every now and then. It's active the whole time, but this aura, whenever enemies are within this radius, they're instantly affected by Locust Swarm. And Locust Swarm, check this out. If you cast it, it uses a lot of ammo. It uses a lot of mana, like 3 Locust Swarms, and you're out of mana. So I love using Wormwood because it instantly infects enemies with Locust Swarm, so we don't have to actually cast Locust Swarm. Vile Hive is another awesome item, and it's a must if you're using Locust Swarm. Basically, it allows us to gain the Pestilence rune, and it deals 60% increased damage, so Pestilence helps spread Locust Swarm to other enemies. Pretty awesome setup. Like I said, I love Wormwood. Don't even have to worry about casting Locust Swarm. We benefit from both the rune that we're using with Locust Swarm, and also the awesome legendary stat there from the Vile Hive. Jewelry Staff of Corapetera obviously is a must for this Firebats build. Firebats will attack 100% faster. They cost 75% less mana, and its damage is increased by 150%. So this is what I'm using right now. I'll probably do another in-depth build video for this build, and for this Arakia set. Right now it's working wonders. Let's go check out some gameplay. And we are doing a Greater Rift level 17. What you want to do as soon as you enter is make sure you get your Soul Harvest stacks up to 10 for survivability. Definitely very important, but also when you're casting Firebats, you're taking damage reduction as well, because you've got that Mantle of Channeling. So you want to make sure that Hex is always down. Whenever Spirit Walk is available, I would highly recommend using it when there's explosions in the area, because they can kill you when elites are exploding. And definitely when you're taking a lot of damage, use Spirit Walk, position yourself, and don't forget to make sure that you have Soul Harvest stacks maximized at 10. Then you want to definitely use your Piranhas to group up enemies. And then just cast Firebats, because enemies take a lot more damage if they're either affected by Piranhas or like a Swarm. SMS, alright, that'll have to wait. We're in the middle of something, people. And as you can see, level 70, carving through it easy. It is squishy, but when you get good and time your skills very well that you're using, especially Spirit Walk, and making sure that Hex is down, because with Hex down, it also reduces damage taken. You're not going to have much issues at all. And as your Paragon levels up more and more, it's going to get even easier. So right now I need some more Paragon levels, baby. And you know the best part about this? I'll tell you what the best part is in one moment. Let's kill the Rift Guardian first. Rift Guardians can be tricky if you run out of stacks, just like I did right there. I died right at the end, but that's alright. We really flew through this Greater Rift. So the best part is, let's teleport back to 10 and I'll show you. So complete the Greater Rift, and then check this out. Look how many levels we've leveled up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to be leveling up 6 to 7 Paragon levels doing Greater Rift runs. So I'll be like leveling up Paragons very, very easily for the rest of the day, just like you see right there. And that is a creepy sneak peek into the Arakia Firebats build for the Witch Doctor class. I will be coming back really soon. I'm working towards the Mandanugu set, the new Spirit Barrage build for the Witch Doctor. Cannot wait to play that this season. But right now I'm having a lot of fun with this Firebats build. There's still some work to do. As you can see, I died at the end there, but I am missing some items and I need some more items, and also just to level up Paragons. But where I am right now, like I'm leveling up 6 to 7 Paragon levels, so that tells me that I'm doing Greater Rifts at a much higher rate than what I should be. Much higher Greater Rift levels than what I should be. So it's a good thing, and dying here and there doesn't really matter. I only died right at the end of that Greater Rift run. So right now it's pretty easy, and I'm definitely going to make use of it and level up those Paragons. I will be back, my creepy friends. Plenty more Diablo 3 content coming at ya. Good luck in your Season 20 journeys. I will miss you all, and as always, spread love out there, not hate.